Alright guys, we're back from J&P Cycle here. Pap and I are going to take a look at the three XR200r's, two of which are custom and one of which is stock. So Pap's going to go over the basically the suspension increase in height you're going to get, both seat height and then ground clearance. So Pap, for the stock
Okay, well, stock
XR.
bike is about 11 inches clearance. Straighten up the bike, you get about an 11-inch clearance.
Yeah, so from the very bottom of the frame there, you're getting about an 11-inch clearance on the stock 200, and then here is the one with the disc brakes front and back, XR250, that's a little newer. So this one here is
15.
15?
Just short of 15.
Just short of 15, so this is 15.
That is the very furthest point that you can touch.
Yeah, so 15 on that one. This one was 11, so you're getting about a 4-inch increase here.
This is about a 14 and a half. Yeah, 14 and a half on that one.
Okay, so my bike, 14 and a half inches on the ground clearance. The newest bike we just built is 15 inches, and then you have the 11-inch stock ground clearance. So as far as purchasing a bike, say you've seen one of these for sale online that somebody else has built, or maybe I built, and you're going to purchase one, best beginner bike to learn on would probably be the stock one, depending on how tall you are. It's going to be closer to the ground, easier to control because it's not so far up in the air. It's a little heavier, so it's going to hold you down to the ground, which is a little nicer if you're new to it. I learned on an XR80, went to 100, and then I got a stock 200 just like this, and rode it. As far as the changes go for these bikes, the shock is probably the biggest thing on these motorcycles. On the 2002, actually 1992 through 2002, the suspension on these bikes got really shortened. So basically Honda decided to put non-rebuildable, quote-unquote non-rebuildable suspension parts in. I actually seen a video the other day that was really cool. Somebody rebuilt one of these 2002 shocks. You actually have to grind off the weld right before the what do you call it, the canister, and you can actually take it apart and put the oil back in and rebuild it, which is crazy. So you can actually rebuild that shock. That's not supposed to be rebuilt, but you'd have to weld it back together, so that's why Honda marks it as not rebuildable. So, and you're going to get shorter forks up front, of course, too. This is XR250 suspension, 1986, so this, like I said, is all bolt together. You don't really have to do any modifications except for that decomp lever. Both of these custom builds come with canisters, or reservoirs, should I say, with dampening adjustments. So I can actually adjust the dampening on this shock to either be softer or harder. I like a softer ride on my bike, so mine is set to soft. And this bike that we just built is set to hard, or actually it's set right in the middle, medium, for dampening. So they both have canisters on them. And that's something the newer 200s did not have, so there isn't a place to mount it per se from Honda unless you weld on a bracket that you can make fit in that frame space. So yeah, between these bikes, if I was going to ride in the trail, which one would I think is the most fun? I mean, I obviously love my bike because it's really cool and I've enjoyed riding it, but I think this one with the disc brakes would be pretty awesome too. Runs nice, starts nice. I can't say enough about that niche carburetor. That thing's awesome. If you just swap the jets on that, I don't ever see the reason to rebuild a carb again. Yeah, I mean, it's for 20 bucks. I mean, you save yourself a lot of hassle just to swap some stock jets in. So
yeah, the stock jets work perfectly.
Yeah,
the other jets that come with, too much.
Yeah, as far as that goes, I mean,
as soon as you change the jets, it runs perfect.
Yeah, we put the jet in that thing and fired it literally on the second kick. It fired right up.
Never even had to make an adjustment on the carb that they sent us.
Didn't even have to adjust the air to fuel ratio on it. Fired right up. So fantastic carburetor from Niche on eBay, 20 bucks. If you need one, grab one. Save yourself a lot of hassle. So
we've remember to put the jets.
Yep, jets is the biggest thing. I think it's a 110 pilot and a 38 idle, I do believe. But when you open up your stock carb, you should see whatever came with it. I know different years are different jettings depending on what they had. And then the needle position is the third clip down for the top of the needle. So So anyway, yeah, that's the trio of bikes. So you get to see what you get if you buy a stock one, and if you see one that's built like this, don't miss the opportunity to purchase it, because it's a lot of work to put them together. So yeah, thanks for joining in, Pat.
Yeah, see you later.
All right, see you guys later. Appreciate it. Have a good one.